When Annie was doing laundry for her husband, she caught the scent of another woman's perfume. In that moment, his prolonged indifference finally made sense. As usual, she wrote a letter to Carl, expressing her desire to leave the city and start anew. That evening, Carl replied, asking if she'd take him along. Annie panicked, responding that she knew too little about him. They were familiar yet strangers. Seeing she hadn't refused, Carl's heart leapt with joy. He eagerly asked if they could meet. The next day, he rushed to check her reply. She agreed to meet and decide then. Carl felt lighter than air, as if youth's passion had reignited in him. It all began with a misdelivered lunch. The meal Annie prepared for her husband ended up in Carl's hands. After eating, the lunchbox returned to Annie, who assumed her husband had enjoyed it. When the truth surfaced, they began exchanging notes tucked inside the box. In her loveless marriage, Annie confided in Carl. She once dressed beautifully to win her husband's attention, only to be met with indifference. Meanwhile, Carl grew more optimistic through their exchanges, even starting to care for those around him. They soon shared everything. Annie urged Carl to quit smoking for his health. Carl cheered her with whimsical stories. They became each other's sunlight. On the day of their meeting, Carl dressed meticulously, but while shaving, he noticed the scent of old age. On the bus, someone called him sir and offered a seat, a stark reminder of his years. At the cafe, he couldn't approach, only watching from afar as radiant young Annie waited. Their meeting never happened. Next day, an empty lunchbox conveyed her disappointment.